show 2 properties today. So I got a potential buyer again. So let's see if everything works through. They like this kind of home. They like the home that's, you know, unique and authentic, just like me. And it's up in the hill, up in the woods. A very nice area, just the way I like it also. You know, that we have the same taste, so, you know, we built a rapid, you know, bond, and we just went on talking about the house and how nice it is and the things you could do to it. Like a home like this, you could turn it into $1 million home, you know, fix it up with $200,000, put a lot into it, and you know, the rest is history. You know, in 2 to 3 years, 5 years, it'll be in the millions, and it's a good buy. Now it is in probate. It wasn't probate, they bought it off of probate, and now basically it's being sold, and no court restrictions, nothing. Basically, you know, that's a nice apartment back there. A lot of people who built in this area like 12 or 15 or 20 years ago are reaping the benefits times 20, because these homes over here are worth a lot right now by the beach. We already know that. But if you're a contractor, you got some money, you can buy some land here and build an apartment complex or rental unit. You're gonna make big bucks because it's always renting. Now, back to that property, it's very nice. It's very, very nice, and I'm pushing them to buy it because a home like this is only going to stay on in the market for 1 week or 2 weeks. So they got to buy it. You know, they got to put the earnest deposit down. They got to go get pre-approved and finance it immediately, because investors and flippers who flip homes are going to be on this ASAP. They are going to buy this home, knock everything down, fix it up, and sell it for 2 times the price. And this area is just, we're near Hidden Hills. This is in West Hills, and it's building. People are moving in, the population, houses are being built all around this mountain and hill. So I tell them it's a go. It's a really, really big go. It's a must. You know, you got to buy it, you know, ASAP, immediately, because any hesitation, any more waiting, you're just gonna end up like the other guy who I was dealing with, who was always dealing with having to bid for the home, and then it gets out of his price range, and then he doesn't want to buy anymore. So it's like people don't want to listen, and when it hits the fan, then they want to say, oh shoot, I should have listened to him, I should have put money down. I thought that he was just trying to sell the home. Yeah, we're just trying to sell the home though, but the houses, the houses are going quick. A mobile home stays on the market for like a week. A home stays on the market for a short period of time, really not that long, because what's happening is that it's getting bid for. They're bidding for it, and as they're bidding for it, the price keeps on going up. And then people become unqualified. People who were qualified when it was 500, 600 are no more qualified now. They're basically, you know, looking at, I should have just put an earnest deposit and say I'll buy it for cash or buy it for whatever, instead of holding out, going home and praying that nobody sees the property when it's publicly out there on display. So a lot of people come in looking, you know, I understand you gotta look though, but problem I'm having is that these homes are not staying on the market for long. They're going like hotcakes, like we already said. this home is priced at $500,000. I know that they're gonna bid on it and the price is gonna skyrocket, and maybe a lot of the buyers I'm talking to will become, like before, unqualified. You know, and I hate it when this happens, because a lot of the buyers are not willing to bid on it and put any money, because a lot of times the property is not that. Even the contractor that I thought would the flipper upper guy, even him, I thought that, hey, he got money, he's gonna bid for it, but his price range was very, very strict, and he don't want to go above that because he knows the market. He knows that home, buyers, you know, sometimes buyers are liars, you know what I mean? But still, he knows the market. He knows that home might be hard to sell during this time, you know, for that price, you know. But homes are selling quick. He will have a buyer. I'd wish that he bought that home and took it, but he didn't. So we'll see. And banks, their interest rates are going skyrocket high. They're just going up and up and up again. And they're gonna go from 7% up. So we gotta be careful, you know, with these mortgages. People are gonna be looking at their mortgage 7% up. You know, at least it's not 19, 20%. you know, it's crazy. You know, but I'm dealing with a lot of buyers. You know, they're really like, you know, really hesitant. You know, they go on this Opcity, Realtor.com, and I'm starting to find out that these buyers are basically people who are just want to scope and look at stuff. They're not really trying to buy the house. They're just looking at it, and they want to see their options out there. And before you know it, they're not putting no money down. They're not putting no earnest deposit down. They're not even trying to come back to look at the home. The home gets bid for an extra amount of dollars. They're like, no call back. I'm like, hey, I got another property for you. No call back, nothing. It's like, that's the home I wanted. It's gone. I don't want to talk to you no more. And then I'm left in the cold. So it's crazy. You know, I'm dealing with one guy. He's from Italy. He wants a home here. Another guy from Texas. I'm still dealing with the contractor and a couple other buyers. But this new buyer, they saw the home today. They loved it, and they said they want it. And I hope that they get it and listen to me, because a lot of time people don't listen. They're really nervous, and I'm wondering why. You know, I know why they're nervous, because, you know, anybody that's telling you to buy a home right now, you know, the stuff is that I do my inspections. If I could go to the city planner and ask some more questions, I will. I'll pick up the phone and make a call. You know, it's crazy, but a lot of times now I'm telling people to go for the condos. I'm telling people go for the condos. You know, the condos are good. It's great. You know, only problem is the HOA. I've been seeing a lot of condos with no HOA. You know, I'm surprised. You know, so we're seeing that happen right now, and I hope that, you know, things get a little bit better. You know, with buyers, I don't know how to approach them as of right now. Then the way I'm approaching them, I'm doing everything correctly. You know. Now, the banks and the business, this is going to affect a lot of people, because the corporate system, they are already doing the credit social system. They're already doing the credit social system, where basically, as we seen what happened with Budweiser and their advertisement, and what happened to, you know, their sales right now is tanking. But other companies are going to fall in line in this situation. Look at Target. Target is going through the same stuff. They're having backlashes because people, they brought in these, you know, sales for these kind of people. So there's a lot of backlash, but to look at it, it's called the corporate credit social system. The corporate social system is basically where if you want money from the feds or from the government, you have to do what they say. You have to get in line. You have to open the doors to this and, respect it and expect it as the new generation. And yes, they're using black civil right as a way of pushing it because black people had civil rights. So, they want to have civil rights too. They were the ones that were treating the 7% of black immigrants from South America bad. Not every black person was a slave. The Democrats blow things out of proportion and basically create their own movie and fantasy. But there was people who looked down at black people and had black people as slaves, or they didn't want to give them employment or anything. But there's a lot of places, like my father, my great grandfather, he built homes, and he built homes and he sold it to everybody, black, white, Hispanic, everybody. And that was in the 1800s. And then my dad, he had 3 homes and a dry cleaner. So, before he passed away. So, black people in certain places weren't doing good. It's just the same as right now, because if you go to Alabama or around that area, you're gonna still see people working on the cotton field. There's still people working on the cotton field. There's still people being used in prison to make USA products and getting paid 25 cents a month. So we see that right here, and that's what's going on. And then that's going to trickle down to the people social credit system, where basically if you don't accept the new policies and new stuff that are being pushed by the that are pushing it illegally to you, telling you to get the it's all then they're gonna tell you to get that stuff on your arm. Oh, it's a big deal. This is where we're going to. I don't think money can save anybody, because if you want money, the money comes from the feds and the treasury, and they're the one pushing it. So there you go. Everything else is history, when it comes to this system. And it's sad that they're using black people as the scapegoat once again of pushing this system. And it's weird how they're using it, because the people that are using it are hypocrites. They're the ones that were practicing this stuff on the slaves. Whether they were Irish or black or Asians, they're the ones. They were already butt breaking everybody, and now they're trying to use this as a way of becoming legal, which is something else. I don't understand. But anyway, the social credit system is something I really is concerned about, and the corporate credit system, because if you're not in line with what they want, you cannot get a job, you cannot purchase anything. Plus, they're going to bring the CBDC, that's the digital currency, centralized digital currency bank. Oh my God, we're going to get trapped in it. And they're doing this crash is a fixed crash. It's a fixed crash. They want it to crash because that's how they get people in line. That's how they get their new system in line. That's how it's done. And Dylan and West Hill, I see it a lot. I see Amazon buildings popping up, stores popping up, knowing their food is fake, knowing their food is made in a warehouse, and it causes 10 times more problems with your kidney, heart attack, cancer, and so forth. They just put on the label organic, but it's not organic. They got the fishes and cows and sheep's eating each other poops and eating each other. you know, because they're trying to say that, you know, the system is being controlled by just one person that has their own ideology and beliefs, working around with its own people that they programmed to think a certain way, to crash other companies. Like I was saying before, like there's big kahunas, these oligarchies, they will buy up one company in the industry, then they'll start buying up other companies in the industry and start raising the prices. Okay, then they'll come to you and tell you to sell your business, and you say no. They'll go buy another company. Oh, this is where you get your hay from. Oh, this is where you get your tools from. We're gonna buy that up, and then we're gonna raise the price so you can't even afford to fix your tractors, fix your factory supplies. You can't do anything. So they'll buy up everything. And remember, they're getting the money like Elon Musk, like Facebook. You know, they're getting their money from the federal. So they're already cheating and lying because they have what do you call it? They're not an open party. They're private, but they have conflict of interest because they're, like I said, they're fixing it. They're buying. The treasury is giving money to this company, which they know, and they're buying up everything. They're buying up everything. You don't want to sell your land. You don't want to sell your factory. You don't want to sell your farm. You don't want to sell your property. Okay, we're going to do this. Tenants, you don't have to pay rent no more. You know, if they try to kick you out, say COVID-19, you know, the list goes on and on. The meat market, they've already bought it, monopolized it. There's only 4 companies. Other people who are doing their own meat and everything, they try to assassinate them, kill them, give them the wrong medication when they go to the hospital so they'll have a heart attack or whatever. They're assassins they're assassins because they know how to get rid of you by circling around you. They circle you, starve you, and then force you to sell your business. And then they'll buy for pennies on the dollar. Right when they buy your business, they skyrocket everything. The factory that they bought for, if your factory was 1 million, I'm just using small numbers, they'll eminent domain it and give you a sticker price for 200,000, and you're like, hell no, I'm not selling that. Go around, start buying everything that you purchase. Oh, that's where you get your tractor from. Oh, that's where you get your fish from. Oh, that's where we're gonna buy that, raise it up. Now, you went down there a month ago and bought your tools for your machine. You know, it was only $35, and if you bought it in units, you got a good deal. Now they raised it up to 200,000, and if you watch the Senate and the House, they talk about this a lot, even with medications, the pharmacists. So now when you try to buy that stuff in unit, you can't buy that much, and then when you try to sell your merchandise, it's look at the grocery store. Look at something that was $1.75 is now $4.95. Gas has gone up. This is what they do. They go around printing fake money, buying up everything, and putting everybody out of business. Walmart, Costco, Amazon, these are all government entities. What is it? Elon Musk too, with his SpaceX, these are federally funded subsidies. They get money, they start buying up everything, they put everybody out of business. You know, and then we're dealt with only choosing from 1 or 2 companies. And this is getting out of hand because the price of everything is going up. They just want everybody to be renters. They basically go into their little cave, they watch their Hollywood movies, and then they say, how are we gonna bring that to life? You know, that's how it's basically. And last year they had the ADU, additional development unit that you could build in your backyard, and the government treasury will help you out with $25,000 towards that if it's approved. But you got to make sure that you're not spending any more, because once you get that loan out with the high interest rate right now starting at 7%, you got to pay that back. And you know these banks are gonna hit you out with everything, you know, because you got to be careful. These banks are crooks and thieves. They're trying to get, if they say they're gonna make 20,000 from that loan or 100,000 from that loan, believe it, and they're gonna do it in the most ruthless way. They're gonna take all your payments and put it towards interest and nothing towards principal. For example, like if you got a certain high interest rates, they're gonna make sure that 60 to 7% goes to the interest rate and nothing goes to your principal. And they're gonna give it a nice name like simple interest loan or affordable housing loan, or one time they give it this nice, the fancier the name is, the nice the name is, the more bad it is, the more horrible it is. Because I know a lot of people don't deal with loans, they only deal with mortgage loans, they don't even look at it. But you got to be careful, because these banks are raping everybody. They are raping people. People are just walking away from the car and from their homes because the banks don't care. They have crooks of kings working in these banks, and their just objective is to send all your payments, all your money to interest. That's their objective. How are we going to get 80% of this payment to interest? You know, and they do it behind your back. You look at your loan, you come to find out your principal is still high up there. So it's very important you monitor your loan and know that these banks are just crooks. And then we have to bail them out at the end of the day. They take our tax dollars and bail themselves out and run away with the money to Europe. So it's horrible all around. Just a 360. You know, it doesn't get worse than that. And just be careful, and just know that, you know, I'm Melvin Rideout, your neighborhood real estate agent in Southern California, LA County area, San Fernando, and I'm just over here, you know, helping buyers purchase homes and sellers sell their homes. So it's a continuous, you know, daily activity. Also, I do home inspection, notary, and loan processing. So it's I'm staying busy, you know, and processing service, you know. So I'm doing it all. Right now, I'm here on Highway 1, as you can see. You know, it's just different out here, really nice, and basically just looking at the beach, you know, from the top, stuck in traffic. Basically how it is right here, you know. So you're looking at stuff and you're stuck in traffic like this, you know. It's crazy, you know. 2 accidents happened on the street right now on Highway 1. This is the first time I ever been stuck in traffic on Highway 1. I've never been stuck in traffic before, so on the Highway 1. So I'm just trying to make it to my next destination before it's too late. And thank you guys. I thank you for coming by, watching me, to see an update on what I got going on here. It's a very beautiful day over here in California. They do charge you for the weather, so be careful out here. All right, so thank you for coming by. I want you guys to know that things are looking a little bit better for me. It's just that the buyers are getting on my nerves. The sellers, everything is working good. So keep in touch, come back for more. Like the video. For all those that have been helping me out, liking the video, thank you very much. Subscribe, hit the like button, you know, show your appreciation. Thank you very much for coming by and watching the video.